Hey everybody, so today I just wanted to break down the groove that I made for one of my patrons, Rodney. Thank you so much. But this is a groove that I said, alright, I'm going to play something along to one of my favorite drummers, a gentleman named Derek Phillips, who lives here in Nashville. He's just the most super groovy drummer. We play together with Robin Ford and with a lot of different artists, and he actually put out a sample pack of drum loops, and they're called Red Tape Samples, Beatbox, and there's a link below if you want to check them out. But they're super awesome to practice to. I love just turning on any groove and being inspired to create something. And this is kind of how I go about creating a groove. So I'm going to play for you kind of the basics of the notes that I'm using, and then you're going to see how the groove develops as I'm playing along with one of my favorite virtual drummers. So I decided, all right, I'm going to just play essentially a D box pattern. So I'm playing this D, and then I'm going to play the box. So if you think like, all right, this shape, if you checked out the Willie Dixon Seventh Son video, then you probably are familiar with this. But I'm playing the root note, the fifth, the flat seventh, and then the octave of D. And these notes are the notes that I just used to be kind of the beginning inspiration for what this groove is. This works great if you're playing any kind of like minor groove in D. It could also work over a D dominant seventh chord because we're not really adding the third in just yet, but that's a great way to just kind of, give yourself a home base for creating a groove. So these notes already sound pretty good. One thing I'm doing to get the kind of deader attack is by essentially palm muting and using my thumb. So I'm not essentially using my palm, I'm using the heel of my hand, but a lot of people just refer to this as palm muting. But I think about taking the heel of my hand, putting it down here by the bridge, and then using my thumb to kind of go back in between notes. This is going to give it that like a quicker attack. It's going to sound more vintagey, a little more Motown-y, and it's just a way that I really enjoy to play because it gives you a different feel. And then sometimes I'll use my index finger to grab some of the notes up here on the G string. So I'll just do a quick demonstration of how that would work. If I just do this as a framework, you can see that my thumb is moving, and then I throw my first finger. If I want to play just something a little bit cleaner, the first finger also has a little more bite to it as well. So this is just like a really cool way to just give a little definition to your playing. It's not your standard finger style, but it's super groovy. And then you can just take these notes. See how different it sounds if I use my fingers? I'm going to go back to my thumb. And then I also like to say, well, where else could I maybe grab some of these? Oh, I can get the C, the flat seventh, down here, which will let me approach things going from a C, C sharp, D, going chromatically up to the D. That's a really great way to arrive at a root note. You can sneak a little octave in there. That's always fun. And then sometimes I say, all right, well, maybe I do want to go in the direction of minor. Maybe I'll throw my minor third in. And those are just little things that you can do to extemporaneously create a groove. So I hope you dug this. Don't forget to check out my Patreon page. There's going to be more grooves and videos and writings and cool things there. And happy practicing. Keep it groovy. Thank you.